Welcome back. Yesterday, we looked at how AI can act as a co-pilot in healthcare. Today, the flip side, its impact on jobs. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei warns AI could wipe out roughly half of entry-level white-collar jobs within the next 5 years. Now, the public's view about this is complicated. A new Quinnipiac poll finds 51% of Americans use AI to research topics they're curious about, and about a quarter use it for writing and for school or work projects. But 80% say they're at least somewhat concerned about AI, and that worry is remarkably consistent across generations. Generation AI author Matt Britton told me this isn't just another tech cycle, it's becoming a new operating system for how we work and live, and he says no industry escapes it.
I think it's going to have a dramatic impact on every aspect of culture, business, and society, from education to healthcare, like we discussed, to the future of the workforce, to relationships and how we interact with one another. It's having a massive impact on areas like Hollywood, where AI is getting increasingly good at developing 4K mind-blowing videos. It's becoming adept at writing. So, obviously data analysis, it's incredibly effective at. So, and this is something that can speak any language instantly, can output in any modality, whether it's voice or text or imagery or video, instantly, graphs and charts, et cetera. And it really is just getting started. We're very much in the first inning of this revolution. So as someone who's lived through and been in business through the advent of the internet itself and social media and the iPhone, I personally believe this is going to be more impactful on humanity and all those things combined.
Yeah, and it's so rapidly evolving. I feel
That's
like we
right.
can almost don't know how to stay ahead of it. I guess that's a lot of the anxiety out there. What do
Right.
you fear the most about AI?
Well, I fear for its impact on the workforce. I think that we're going to go through a cycle where in the short term, it is going to have a pretty big impact on the workforce. I think companies are starting to look at ways where they can drive automation to replace jobs. And in a world where we're having rising costs and inflation is sticking around, and obviously all geopolitical issues, which are going to put a lot of macroeconomic pressure on America and society at large, I think companies are going to accelerate their path towards adopting AI in the place of people. And I think in the short term, we're going to see rising unemployment. But I do believe over time, it is going to make society more productive, and it is going to unlock a completely new superpowered economy. But we're going to have to very much take one step back to take two steps forward. And I think it's going to get much worse before it gets better, unfortunately.
That one step back, job loss, is any industry going to be spared?
Well, unlike other technological revolutions, this is really has its bullseye on the white collar world versus the blue collar world. And that being said, we're not too far behind from a whole new era of robotics, where once the brain of AI gets put into the body of robotics, you are going to see a lot of factories replace people with robots. And we're going to see that happen with Uber drivers, with autonomous vehicles, et cetera. But I think even before that, we're going to see a lot of what's called knowledge worker positions get replaced. People who spend days writing presentations, analyzing data, things of that nature, processing information. That is exactly what AI is built to do. And I think it's going to have a disproportionate impact on knowledge workers as well as more entry level fields.